officially FishTankTV.com and YouTube. What's going on? It's Wayne's Fish World, and I got 3 requests from somebody you all know on FishTankTV.com. Tony G, also known as the Aquastuden on YouTube, and he just made a video for me, and I'm shouting out to you, brother. Thank you. So, first video request is probably the hardest one, so I'm just going to get it out of the way. What's the basic setup for a saltwater tank? Okay, I'm not going to jump into a coral tank. I'm going to jump into a fish only with live rock, a Fowler tank. Okay, saltwater is so much more complex than freshwater. You need to know every little detail before you purchase any animal, because this one fish could wreck your system, this one invertebrate could wreck your system, this live rock could wreck your system. You don't know where the live rock coming from, there could be something in it that, trust me, you need to get your facts and your research and have a fucking plan before you do anything. So, as saltwater says, do the research, and freshwater, Dustin says, have a plan. Alright, in saltwater, the first thing that I think of is flow, the ocean. You need to have flow in your tank. Even if you do not have corals, your fish need flow, mainly because they're used to the flow of the ocean, and it's just more natural to them. And it's not only the natural liking to the fish, it also keeps away detritus, and it helps stop the buildup of bad things on your rocks, on your glass, on your sand. It just helps, trust me. Protein skimmers. Protein skimmers, a lot of people don't know what they are. When I first jumped into freshwater, when I first jumped into saltwater, protein skimmers were a little tricky for me. I really didn't see how they worked until I got one. And protein skimmers, basically all they do is they drive the organics out of the water from aeration. And it'll collect the waste before it goes to the nitrogen cycle. In the end, that means less nitrates. You need one of those. Not for a 10 gallon or a 20 gallon, but I've got it since I've got a reef. And you need heaters, tropical aquarium, you need that. You need filtration. You need more filtration in saltwater than you do freshwater. This is 50 gallons per, this is rated for a 50 gallon aquarium, and I've got a 20 gallon. That's overkill, but it's good. Live sand. Now see, live sand can be debated. You can have fake sand, live sand, hell, you could have aquarium gravel in there if all I care, and you can still make it work. But live sand is debatable. You could have a bare substrate with rock only, and it'd be a lot easier to clean, but with a fish like it, probably not. And you wouldn't have those invertebrates in your sand bed that help maintain it. Basically, if you don't have a deep sand bed, which is 4 inches and greater, there's no point in sand. It's just for aesthetic look. There's bacteria in it that's beneficial. Yes, there is, but you can just get more rock and more flow to make up for that. Because all that sand is going to do is collect nitrates, and trust me, I know all about that. What else basics are there? Basics. You need trace elements and other stuff, other kind of elements in your aquarium water. That's why Dose B Ionic has got everything I need in that. I can't do a video including that and everything else for the basics. Basically, what you need to do if you're looking in saltwater, there is no beginning fish. A lot of people will agree with me when I say that, and a lot of people will disagree with me. There is no beginning fish. You can't expect to get a damsel and work your way up in your skills and then get the big fish you want. It's not going to work like that. More than likely, 95% chance that you're going to wreck your system doing that. And what I mean by that, you could get, let's see here, what I did in the 55. I have a damsel there. It's called a royal damsel. It's a beautiful fish. I got him a little smaller than that, and now he's almost the size of a yellow tang. He was white, he had blue fins, and he had a yellow back. He was a beautiful fish. And he got older. I didn't do my research on that fish, and it prohibits me from getting coral in that tank. And it's funny, the one tank that's stable enough to keep coral, I can't do because of the fish, and I like the fish too much to bring it back. And that's what I mean. You've got to have a plan in saltwater. Base your tank on your fish. Do your research on your fish, and your fish is going to be your main okay, you know what I'm trying to say. Can't speak today. I'm just going to give up on that one. But you need a basic on your fish. The fish is the main priority. There we go. And you need to work your stuff around the fish. You need 20 times more beneficial bacteria than you do in salt water. Keep that in mind. You can't just have that much of gravel and expect there's enough bacteria in your tank. No way in hell. Maybe if it's just one fish, maybe, I said maybe two, but no way in hell it's going to be enough bacteria. What else is there? Lighting is all for aesthetics unless you have coral. If you have coral, then you need to start learning about the ratings in Kelvin. Do not put actinic on a freshwater. You will get an insane algae bloom. I'm just giving you that as a quick tip. Do not put actinic bulbs on freshwater. It looks amazing. 50-50 bulbs, half daylight, half actinic. Do not do it. It looks amazing, but it will give you the worst algae you've ever seen in your life. Other basics. When you do your live rock, if you do live rock, leave it open. Have lots of flow. And I've just got to rep LA Fish Guy's words because he would agree with me. And I mean, it doesn't look the best, but it's just the truth. If you're going to do fish only with no coral, don't get live rock because you're only making your job that much harder. If you got fish only, go with the fake decoration look, fake corals and stuff. It might look stupid, but unless you're really knowledgeable, don't go into the world of live rock because there's a reason they call it live rock. There is stuff in there that needs to be cared for. And trust me, if you're not skilled with the knowledge, if you're not armed with the knowledge, don't jump into something you don't know. And if anybody's got any more questions about the basics of saltwater, I don't even go so far in a video, guys, let me know.